Greetings. This is Robin Hannon from Dreams and Visions, The Fire in My Soul. I wanted to take an excerpt from my book because it is so incredibly timely. This was written probably in the mid-90s, and yet it is more pertinent now than it has ever been. Period. Just period. I don't know if anyone has looked at the news, but there are articles saying that the damage to our Earth is becoming, or is now, irreparable. Some of it. All of it, I don't know. But I know I read it just a day or two ago. I didn't even know what to think when I saw that. We have seen really crazy weather pattern in Washington, where people don't even need to use air conditioning. It was in the triple digits, and people were without any air conditioning. They never needed it before. It was creating a dire situation where people could literally pass from heat prostration. There are some things that are going through now, but it may be too late to undo the damage. So I'm going to read this excerpt from my book. It's called Dreams and Visions, The Fire in My Soul Again. And you can find it on www.fiery, F-I-E-R-I-E, soul, S-O-U-L, creations, creations.com. And Fiery Soul Creations is one word. So what happened is I was doing some dream work, and forgive me because I'm going to be reading this, so I can't look into the camera directly all the time. And I asked this question: Mother Earth, it feels as though the entire planet's weather system is out of kilter. The scope of this is frightening. And at times I feel as though you're angry with us and lashing out at us. The reply that I got was, "My children, you have it all wrong. Yes, my body is responding to the damage you have done. Yes, the climate is warming, and polar caps are melting. Yes, there are stronger tornadoes, and yes, there are issues with rain, lack of it, extreme heat, earthquakes, and other natural disasters. I am not lashing out, my dearest ones. Let us look for a moment at the process of cancer produced by, say, cigarettes in your body. When you choose to smoke, the lungs are damaged by smoke and cancer-producing agents. They are blackened, and tar from the cigarette will impede their ability to deliver life-sustaining oxygen to the vital cells that sustain your life. Eventually, the body responds by producing cancer cells. Right? It is the body's reaction to an unnatural and unhealthy product that doesn't belong there. Does your body hate you in this case? Of course not. It doesn't hate you. Is it lashing out? No. The body is trying to protect itself, but the mechanisms are so damaged that instead of protecting the body, it ends up attacking itself and eventually killing the person. In the same manner, children, my body is responding to the damage you have done and continue to do Unfortunately, I cannot control the response of my body, and you are feeling the results. You cannot poison the waters of life I have given you, the air you breathe, the very ground you were born to stand on, without consequences. My body is a living thing. It is an existing ecosystem with checks and balances, similar to your own bodies. If you were to stop drinking water, you would die. If you were to stop eating, eventually you're going to die. In the process of life, there are delicate systems that keep you alive. If those processes are disturbed, then anarchy and death is the result. These are the choices, my children, your options. You have made decisions, and now there are consequences for them. Some have asked me, is this reversible? Yes, but the time is fast approaching when it will not be reversible. And just as people become terminal due to poisoning their bodies or neglecting their health, so am I fast growing terminal. Once that point is reached, no, there will be no return. There will be no coming back. If there is a time to reverse this trend, it must be now, before the damage is so extensive that no one will survive. No life on earth will sustain itself as we now know it. I have nurtured you, children, but I am growing old and feeble from continued abuse. I am sick in body, and the poisons are rapidly diminishing my ability to recover, recoup, and fight back to health. I love you. I have given myself in body and my spirit to ensure your continuance. I cry bitter tears in the acid rain that falls. What have I done, my children, that I deserve so little respect? I burn in the mounting heat, and as the ice caps melt, so does my determination to recover from it. I rumble and move in tsunamis, earthquakes, and see the devastation that my body causes and the lives that it takes. And I cry, my children. I weep for you, for myself, and for all that I have done that goes unnoticed. Wake up, my children, before it is too late. I love you, Mother Earth. What can I say? We are reaching this point of no return while those in power quibble. We must do everything we can because the tide is now turning against us in ways we cannot even begin to imagine. If you can just, in your mind, picture all of North America freezing over as though it were Alaska or perhaps Florida going underwater, Manhattan, New York. We don't know. I hope that you have heard what I had to say today and that you will also read my book. And I want to thank you today for listening. May your path be straight and your shoes always on it. Take care. Many blessings.